Hello, it's Sadie. I wanted to come on and do a divine masculine energy reading. I know it's been a minute. I'm picking up on two different energies. So I'm going to call one the Jupiter masculine, divine masculine energy, and one the Saturn divine masculine energy. All right, so we're going to talk about the Jupiter energy first. They are answering the call. They understand that the time is now. They're really doing a lot of healing work. They're wanting to really transform and change their lives and choosing their path. Understanding that as they choose their path, all is possible for them, and really sort of heading in your direction. Wanting to make plans, wanting to make a life with you, and really wanting to change their life for the better. The Jupiter divine masculine energy, the one that's really embodying that Jupiter energy, is in this period of great expansion, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, financially, and it's really giving them valiant courage to take action with passion. And that's why for some of you, it's like you're having more communication with your masculine, maybe even you're seeing them more, you're spending more time with them. The energy is it's becoming very reciprocal, right? And you're thinking, okay, is this too good to be true? But actually it's not, because your divine masculine is transforming and understanding that as they change, as they grow, as they ascend and transform, there is this new way of living. And it's a better way. They're feeling more happy, more passionate, more playful. And they're seeing things in their life really expand and grow. Right? So that's the Jupiter divine masculine energy. Let's get into the Saturn divine masculine energy. They are at this impasse. It's kind of like a fork in the road. It's like the Two of Swords, like a lot of confusion, a lot of indecision, really not sure which direction to go, really held back by fear and anxiety. And it's like they're meant at this time to do a lot of reflection on themselves, on their life. This masculine, the Saturn masculine, is really feeling that divine discontent energy. They know something needs to change, but they're like afraid to make the choice. But indecision is a decision as well. And so there's this energy that needs to be sort of redirected, but because it's not being redirected, because it's just kind of like a hamster on a wheel doing the same thing over and over again. And this masculine is tired of doing the same thing over and over again, but it's like they just don't know how to get off the wheel. They're really terrified of going into unknown territory. For some of them, they are. There has been tower moments. There has been big changes, things that they could not control that were out of their hands, taking place. And they've really seen a lot of things come to an end or shift in a way that they didn't expect. But they're exactly where they need to be. As the card says, you are exactly where you need to be. This masculine, the Saturn masculine, who's sort of doing more healing work, more karmic work, is exactly where they need to be. But again, there's a lot of fear. They're afraid of surrendering to the journey. They're afraid of releasing control. They're afraid of losing control. And some of them are just really, really fearful of losing things that they've worked for, or even hurting people that they love and people that they're close to. And so what Spirit wanted me to kind of explain is that whether you're masculine, all right, whether your masculine is in this Jupiter expansive period or the Saturn sort of harder energy, all of it is for their transformation and ascension. Some of us chose an easier path and others of us chose a harder path. And so all paths lead home. That's what it's important to understand right now. This transformation is going to bring in a fresh new way of living for the divine masculine, but it requires them to go through their process, as we all have had to go through our processes. And so because of that, you have some that are kind of, again, in this impasse energy, on that hamster wheel, trying to get off, but really not sure how to get off and not sure how to stop the habitual consciousness that has kept them in the situations, especially the karmic situations, third-party situations, and unhappy, unfulfilling situations that they've been in for a very, very long time. And then you have the other side that is answering the call and has chosen their path and is moving forward and seeing that movement, really seeing movement and manifestation in their lives, okay? So with that, I'm going to do this reading a little bit differently. We're going to start with the Jupiter Divine Masculine energy. And for the Jupiter, I'm going to use the Healing Light Lenormand. Right? And take what reading resonates the most with you. You know your situation better than anybody else and more than I do. So really take what reading resonates the most with you, all right? But I am going to do 2 separate readings in this video. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love. That one wants to pop out, but I haven't looked at it yet. For the masculine who is really ready to move forward, they've transformed, they've chosen their path, they're ready for union. What is the energy around them at this time? All right. Garden. This is an energy, again, of that playfulness, playing. I guess they're playing more, they're out more, they're being more social, they're feeling like their confidence is back. And I'm not hearing playing the field, I just mean sort of like they're more playful, they're more jovial. Even with you, for those of you who have contact with your divine counterpart, it's like the energy around your person has shifted and you're feeling them be lighter, be happier. The two of you could be actually going out and doing things because this energy of the garden is about socializing and dating and having fun. It's kind of like that beautiful honeymoon period, the beginning of something that's very exciting and where there's a lot of energy and happiness and flirtation. So this is a really, really beautiful energy to come into for that divine masculine, the Jupiter divine masculine, who is in this expansion, ascension, rising and raising their vibration and sort of really working on themselves spiritually. You do have the birds, which is kind of like external influences. I feel like for this masculine, people around them have seen the change and are just kind of like observing, like, wow, this person is really different and from how they used to be, or, you know, this person is acting different from how they used to be. And so people are starting to notice that and starting to talk. And I'm hearing that song, Let's Give Them Something to Talk About by Bonnie Raitt. Great song. But it's almost like it's almost like this divine masculine is feeling so much in their power, feeling so much in their confidence, really feeling themselves, that they're just kind of like giving the middle finger to everybody. It's like, if you don't like this, screw you. Like, this is who I am. This is who I want to be. This is what I want in my life. And so the birds are talking, people around them are talking, but they're really not paying attention because they're really focused We have the Rider, which is the Cavalier. This is good news card. This is also, you know, man with a heart wants to move forward, moving in your direction. Again, the path has been chosen and they're sort of rearranging their lives, rearranging everything to make their heart, their soul, their intentions known to you at this time. All right. We also have the book. So learning more, knowledge. For some of them, it's like they've taken on a new skill or even switched careers where they had to like learn a new skill or sort of like study for some sort of licensing or enhance the current skills in their current career field by taking classes, getting some sort of certification, or going to the next level. But that's really, really important too. Others, this is always like my travel card, and especially with the Cavalier next to it because it's a man on a horse. Again, they could be planning like a big move towards you. All right. And bottom of the deck, we have communication with the letter. So I feel like this masculine is really starting to communicate more, or if you haven't heard from them yet, you're about to hear from them soon, and they're gonna let you know like, hey, I just moved back to where you're at, or I just moved into your area. There's a big shift in energy. And even just like tapping into this person, this Jupiter, I'm going to say Jupiter, divine masculine, like they feel really good. Like it's happy. Like they're excited. They're kind of like, you know, a kid who's sort of anticipating Christmas and knows that they're going to get like everything that they wanted on their list. And, you know, it's that energy of just joy and anticipation and excitement that I'm feeling with this masculine. So really beautiful energy. Again, more communication, more loving, more playful communication. All in all, the energy is just, it's moving. Yeah, there is progress. There is progression. There's great, great potential here. So let's get into divine feminine and divine masculine energy. And for this group, I am going to use the Lover's Path. Spirit, higher self, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love. For those who resonate with the divine masculine, who is sort of in their Jupiter cycle, their Jupiter energy at this time, really in that expansive, playful energy, what do you want them to know? One more. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to start with the bottom of the deck. They've definitely been manifesting you, definitely been working towards bringing this together and figuring out how they can do it, making plans, making big changes in their life. There's big transformation energy, okay? BTE, big transformation energy, because they want to make it official. Ace of Coins is about like setting roots, really committing to something, putting in everything because they want something to blossom and flourish. It is a new beginning energy. So big new beginning between you and this divine masculine, if this part of the reading resonates for you. Adonis, very attractive person. Doesn't have to be a man, could be a woman, but it's just someone that you find very, very attractive, but equally they find you very attractive. It's also a highly intelligent person. And what I'm hearing is, for this person, for the Jupiter divine masculine energy that I'm picking up on, it's like they're finally getting out of their head and kind of entering into their heart more. Because if you see the top of the arrow, it's like a heart and it's like, and they're looking at it. So it's like, instead of overthinking the connection, overthinking everything, they're really focused on what their heart wants at this time, which is really, really important. And it's a beautiful shift. And oh, he's got flowers. So this is an energy, again, of wanting to commit, wanting to make things official. We've got the Princess of Staves, which would be the Knight of Wands in the traditional tarot. Yeah, I am feeling a lot of movement. I feel like if this person isn't moving like to your city, if they're not like relocating to where you're at, they're moving into a new home or buying a home or investing in something that kind of helps them to be more solid. So there is more movement, and there's financial moves as well. Could be an apartment, could be a home, could be an investment that will bring them more money, that will help them to move in your direction, however that resonates. But there's like, again, establishing roots. Establishing roots. For some of you, you guys might even be like buying property together very soon. Like you come together or come back together, and then you just decide to buy property together. You decide to move in right away. But here we have again the Fool. This has been like my card coming up so much. There is this 0 point, this new beginning. It's like your timelines have aligned. Your timelines have aligned, and you guys are sort of entering into this beautiful new journey together. And you're both ready. You're both ready because we have Hierophant with tradition. We have Amour, Romeo and Juliet right there. It says Amour, it says love. But it's like, for this group, marriage is definitely in the cards between you and your divine counterpart. If you're not already married to them, you guys are definitely committing in all ways: mind, body, heart, soul, on paper, in life. And it's what you both want. It's what you both really desire. And that is going to happen. Because we got the 6 of Staves, a victory, happiness, a success, just a beautiful energy. And it's like, again, going back to the reading I did beginning of this year for Twin Flames, I called it hard-won victory. It's like you guys have been through a long journey, but you're coming to this beautiful new phase of the journey that brings in a lot of stability, a lot of commitment, a lot of love with the Amour, where you both are really going to be satisfied, really going to be happy. And you get that beautiful happy ending, that beautiful success. And it's a very, very successful union between the two of you. What I'm hearing is just continue to wait, continue to be patient, continue to hold the space, visualize. This was also the card of the day, the 3 of Staves, except in the deck I used, it was the 3 of Wands, but it's like envision what it would be like to come home after a day of work to your person and just like have dinner and laugh and be in each other's energy, be in each other's space, be in each other's arms. You know, just take yourself in that space for even just 5 minutes before you go to sleep. Like imprint it in your consciousness, and it's gonna come. It's happening. May even start to begin to happen this month because it's the 3 of Staves. So yeah, beautiful energy for you guys in the expansion and with the Jupiter divine masculine. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. I'll do the angel cards just to get some kind of advice for you guys. For whoever's watching, Spirit, for those whose divine counterpart is in that beautiful Jupiter energy. What do you want them to know? Yeah. Okay. So Divine Feminine came out. We have Archangel Haniel, Divine Feminine. This is, again, just about holding that energy of receptivity, keeping your heart open, keeping hope, keeping faith. It's just a really important energy to have. It's like, as you believe, so shall you receive, especially if there's been a long separation. Archangel Azrael, just the angel of death, but it's also the angel of transformation and healing. It brings in a lot of emotional healing. And so while you're still in this space of separation, you need to know it's going to be over very, very soon. But while you're still in this space, just allow yourself to heal, allow yourself to forgive you, forgive your person, forgive everything that's happened. For some of you, it's not even your person that you're holding on resentment to. Could be like a family member, could be a past lover who really, really hurt you, or a past situation that really, really hurt you. This is a time to just cleanse, forgive it all, let it go. You don't need to carry it with you. And unfortunately, resentment is like a huge energetic block to manifestation. Resentment and anger are huge blocks. And so Spirit's just really letting you know during this time of separation, it's just for your ability to heal and forgive. You can call on Archangel Jophiel to help you forgive as well. Archangel Raphael is good with forgiving too. So is Archangel Uriel, all right? So call upon the archangels to be with you, to help you to forgive. Forgive so that you can live. Forgive so that you can be free. Because you're absolutely stepping into your life purpose. Even if you're not doing that work now, as you release any unforgiveness, it's going to start to really expand and open up your psychic and spiritual gifts. And it's also going to bring you into the awareness of what your life purpose is, especially for those who are struggling to know what their life purpose is, all right? Communication, Archangel Gabriel. Yeah, for those who chose this group, I really do feel there is communication between you and your masculine. If there isn't, it's coming very soon. It's like you're going to get communication this month. Absolutely. And then at the bottom, we have abundance. There's an abundance of love, of joy, of happiness, of stability, of commitment, of playfulness, of romance coming into your life. Abundance can be many things. Abundance itself just means plenty. So for this group, you guys are entering into the land of plenty, I'm hearing. And so it's a really beautiful energy. You know, it's a beautiful time for you. So just continue doing the work on yourself. You've done a great job and you need to acknowledge that. And your masculine has done a great job too, all right? With that, we're going to do final messages from Lorena OG. Eternal messages. And this is the final messages from the Jupiter masculine. All right. Spirit, higher self, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love. Whose masculines are in this expansion phase, really feeling in their power. What do you want them to know? What final messages do you want me to bring through? Anything else, Spirit? Anything else? Okay. One more. Yeah. Okay. So this person, number one card that flew out, I'm done running from this connection. Yeah, they've definitely chosen you. They've chosen this path. They've chosen themselves, because really they're done running from themselves. They're done running from their truth. And so it's time. They answered the call. I do pray about us. Yeah, this person feels like they're definitely growing spiritually and getting more spiritual. praying every day, working on themselves, working on manifestation. And definitely this person, though, prays about you, prays about the connection, and is really starting to listen to and trust the divine. And being subliminal with you about how I'm being subliminal with you, with how I feel about you. Sorry, I can't read today. And so because the next card is I've been astral projecting to you, you might be dreaming about them more, or just sort of feeling their energy around you more. You might be getting synchronicities that are very specific to your person, like hearing their name all the time, seeing like their birth date on like receipts or license plates, or you know, you look at the clock and it's like their birth date or something like that. Like, I just feel like there's an energy here where it's like they're being more subliminal with you and sort of astral projecting to you, but also the universe and your environment is kind of showing you that this person is like in your space. Energetically, you guys are, you know, really aligned. And Spirit's really showing you that as well. I miss being intimate with you. For those who have been intimate with their divine counterpart, it's like they're just really thinking about you in every way. And again, wanting to make it official, wanting to put down roots, wanting to take everything to the next level with you, right? And I've looked into tarot readings. So this person might be watching tarot channels, doing tarot on their own, even going to a reader to get information about this connection. So for those of you in this space, let's see if I can get anything around timing. Final 3 cards I'm hearing. Spirit, anything about timing. I know that time is always your divine time. I know. That's what I just heard. It's always divine timing. It's always the right time. It's always the perfect time. But for those who really resonate with this reading, with the divine masculine who's sort of in their Jupiter cycle, any sort of insight that you can give, anything that you want to bring through for this person. Okay. Yeah, of course. Okay. So, funny thing, Magic came out. So this is again about manifestation. It is the Pentacle. So they're really manifesting this connection. You may also be really manifesting and working on this connection, but everything is aligning. I'm hearing the stars are aligning. Everything's coming full circle, and it's gonna come together at the perfect time because everything is in divine timing, right? But it's veiled. I can't pick up on timing, basically. So this is a time to surrender control and trust. Trust that it'll be the perfect time. Fire. The passion is ignited. They miss being intimate with you. They want to be intimate with you. They want to be with you. They're thinking about you all the time. They're passionately going to start moving forward in your direction. And so even if you can't see it because it's veiled, again, it's just a time to trust. Trust in divinity. Trust in your divinity. Trust in your person's divinity. Trust in the divine and in the universe that it's always setting you up for the win. Always setting you up for the win. Everything not just working out for you, but working out for the best of all involved, okay? Because there's been a lot of growth, all right? You've grown, a person's grown, and you guys are ready. There's a lot of magic in the air right now. Just trust. All right. Hope that reading helped. Sending you my love. Take care. And if you want to stick around for the second reading, you are more than happy to, but if it's not your reading, don't try to make it fit, you know. All right, so for those of you, you know, things are a little more strained. There might be more back and forth. For some of you, you felt like you were ghosted or rejected a while back. And you're really sort of confused about your connection because of where your person's at. Okay, they're confused. They're at this impasse. And so their confusion is going to put that sort of energy into the connection, all right? A lot of fear because they're in unknown territory, even though they're exactly where they need to be for their learning, for their healing. Unknown territory and not knowing what's going to happen next is very, very scary. And it's teaching them to kind of surrender to the journey and release control, even if they don't want to, right? So let's get into your reading. I'm going to use the Healing Light Lenormand again. So Spirit. And yeah, just even like shifting from the readings, like my energy just feels heavier. I feel like this person has a lot of obligations and responsibilities, and they almost feel like they're drowning in them. Energy is just very, very heavy for this person right now. And this is more that Saturn energy, which is a tougher energy. Right. Higher self, Holy Spirit, guides, guardians, and angels of unconditional love. For the feminines who have a divine masculine and a divine counterpart that is in this Saturn cycle right now, what do you want them to know? What do you want them to know? That one, yeah. Okay. So interestingly enough, they got the mice. This is a card of almost like, I want to say interference. This could be third-party interference because there's 3 mice. Also kind of like some sneaky tactics, like whoever they're dealing with, whatever situations that they're dealing with, whether it's a karmic person, a karmic job, a karmic other situation, family situation, the mice kind of just nibble away. And they nibble 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 until like there's not much left. So I feel like the energy from your person is being drained by whatever the mice represents in their life, whether it's a job, whether it's a family situation, whether it's a third party situation. It's just like, it's like draining their life force. But again, they're kind of like that hamster on the wheel that just doesn't know how to get off the wheel. And part of the reason why they're in this impasse energy, at this crossroads energy, or maybe even going through some challenges, is because Spirit's like, you need to trim away and release what no longer serves you. With the scythe coming out, it's like, release, cut it out, leave that person. It's just going to continue getting worse. Like you're going to continue having your money, your resources, your energy, your life force, your happiness drained away. But it's like they've got to make the choice, and they're at that impasse where it's like they don't know which direction to go. Like their heart wants to make the choice because they're not happy, but their head is like, what if this, what if that, what if this, what if that, you know, just really, really sort of overthinking everything. And so, but if they make this choice, and when they make this choice, when they release what has not served them, what's no longer serving them, when they see that it's actually just rodents that are draining their time, energy, life force, resources, whatever, that's when the stability will start to come in for them. It's like everything will shift when they let go of what needs to be let go of. With the 5 is about big change, but A 10 is about an ending and a new beginning. So they're come into this beautiful new beginning energy that brings in a lot more stability for them once they make the change. But they've got to make the choice. And the problem, well, not the problem, but the energy around this person is that they're at the impasse or at the crossroads, and they're sort of so indecisive that they're not making the choice. The book came up for them too, though. So I do feel like there may be plans, there may be travel plans, they may be trying to research. For some, I'm hearing they have actually contacted a divorce attorney or spoken to someone about how to like protect their assets, because they are sort of trying to plan a move, but haven't actually like pulled the trigger yet. It's like they're getting prepared, learning more knowledge, getting more information, doing more research. With the bear, though, the bear is about protection. So even though this masculine may be in a very kind of tricky space right now in their life with this mice energy, spirit has them really, really protected. They're really protected and they're really watched over. And it's kind of like if they would listen more to their intuition instead of their head and trust the messages that they're receiving, they would realize how protected they are, and that like they're not going to lose everything if they make the choice and release what no longer serves them. You've also got the bird. So there's a lot for this person, especially there's a lot of third party interference, or there's a lot of people around them. Birds too can represent communication because it's air energy. So it's like people trying to talk them out of something that they want to do, or people trying to like manipulate them in a way to keep them from making that decision to walk away or to release something. Yeah, it's definitely a trickier energy for this masculine who's going through kind of like a Saturn cycle. But again, all paths lead home. All paths lead eventually to this transformation energy and a new way of life emerging for them. So they're exactly where they need to be in this unknown territory to kind of figure out where they're going to go from here. All right. So I am actually going to use a different tarot deck, though, for this reading. I'm going to use the Thelema tarot deck, right? Spirit, guides, guardians, angels of unconditional love. For the masculine who is in the Saturn cycle, heavier energy around them, sort of really confused. Yeah, I feel like this person's just so confused and so overwhelmed. The energy is very, very heavy. They're so afraid of making the wrong choice or making a choice that kind of destroys everything that they've built, that they're not making a choice, but not realizing that indecision and kind of staying on the wheel is what's making everything so much worse for them. Right. So Spirit, for this Saturn energy, what do you want to bring through? Sorry, I got distracted there. Yeah. Yeah, definitely the energy is different. So for this person, with the King of Wands coming out, they could be a fire sign, could be in a position of power or leadership because of the Wands energy. But also what I'm getting is like they put on a front and they put on a persona that's like confident, or for some even arrogant, but really they're not confident with themselves, and they're feeling very, very insecure. But again, they sort of project something different to the world, to everyone around them. Seven of Swords, lies, deception, deceit. And I'm actually feeling like, again, this is that mice energy around them. They don't know they're being stolen from. They don't know people's hidden or secret agendas around them. Could be, again, a third party situation, a family situation, someone that they trust, but they're really sort of, the wool is being pulled over their eyes. Just like the mice, it happens so like, it's small things, but those small things are starting to add up. If you understand what I mean, like, you know, a little nibble here and a little nibble there, you may not notice, but then over time, everything's gone because of this energy. And that's kind of where they're at right now with this Saturn cycle. They're dealing with a lot of betrayals, hidden tactics, lies, deception. For some, really even lying to themselves and sort of keeping themselves in that hamster wheel because they won't come into that authentic nature because they feel very insecure. That overwhelmed feeling, the 10 of Wands, having the weight of the world on their back, on their shoulders, feeling like they have so many obligations and responsibilities. For some, they are just completely burnt out. For others, it's like they're doing too much for other people and really sort of hearing codependency or like carrying the burden and weight for people that they shouldn't be carrying and burdening the weight for. And that could be the 7 of Swords energy too. It's like this person is doing so much and it's not reciprocal energy. Whoever they're dealing with, whether this is a job, a boss, a lover, a wife, or a husband, or a business partner, or even friendships or family, it's like, again, the wool's just pulled over their eyes and they're really being like taken advantage of. And they feel that energy, but they're not really doing anything about it. The need for stability and wanting stability and wanting to hold on tight to what they already have. So this is an energy of like greed or hoarding. And again, it goes back to that lack mentality, that insecurity that this Saturn, the masculine that's in that Saturn energy, in that Saturn cycle feels. But they really do want stability. And they want to open this door of like a new beginning. For some, this is related to finances. Like they're definitely being cheated out of money. For others, it's related to abundance. You know, abundance of love, abundance of joy. It's like they really do desire that. But they're so afraid to lose what they have. It's like they're not willing and ready to kind of walk through the open door and let go of what no longer serves them with the 10 of Wands to enjoy this new beginning and new stability because it's unknown. It's unknown to them. And this is causing a lot of conflict. So it's not just inner conflict though for this person. Like they're definitely having conflict with other people as well, with the 5 of Wands coming out. Because the 7 of Wands at the bottom, having to defend themselves, having to, again, for some, they could be in sort of like a legal situation, a legal battle. Because separation and divorce keeps coming up for me, that could be the reason why it's like everything that they're dealing with right now, they just don't have like the energy and the capacity to be with you and to sort of bring you into their life or commit to you in the way that they desire, but also that you desire as well. For this one, I'm going to pull a couple cards on what this masculine is feeling for the divine feminine. Spirit, for this masculine who is in this heavier Saturn energy, what are they feeling about the divine feminine at this time? Oh, wow. Yeah, this person is really going through it. The Five of Cups. It's like they realize, like, because they're not moving in your direction, that they might lose you. And this has them really upset. They're feeling like disappointed. They're feeling this sense of loss. And for some of them, because they feel this sense of loss already, even though they haven't lost you, you know, the Five of Cups, yeah, 3 cups have fallen, but there's still 2 cups that remain. That's the Two of Cups. Like, union, love, there's still a lot of love here. There's still great possibility here, but it's like they're focusing on either what they could lose or feeling like they've already lost. And because of that, they've sort of decided to walk away, even though they don't really want to walk away from you. It's like they feel like, well, I've lost anyway, so what's the point kind of energy. Yeah, it's really sad. This energy is really sad. With the world, I feel like they see you kind of like on top of the world right now. Like, you're in this space where you're shining, where you're beautiful, where you're expanding, where you're growing, and they're in this space where they're in the Five of Cups. They're feeling that lack, that loss. And again, with the Tower energy, going through towers, going through challenges, going through conflict, and seeing you kind of in this space, even if you're not in this space. That's the thing that I'm really getting, because the moon is sticking out to me. It's like they're caught in their own illusion. They're caught in their own illusion of perception of how they see you and how they're sort of viewing their life and circumstances, not understanding that, like, if they were just to walk away from this energy and this energy, they'd literally be walking into this energy and this energy. And so it's like this person, again, divine discontent, but spirit sort of bringing them into tower moments, bringing them into chaos to get them to really do the inner work that kind of forces them to walk away and leave behind what no longer serves them. So yeah, it's definitely a heavier energy for that divine masculine. But again, I will reiterate what I said earlier in the reading. All paths lead home. Everything is leading to ascension and transformation. And so this is the phoenix rising from the ashes. They will rise from the ashes. They will rise from every tower moment, from every setback, from every situation. It's just, there is a shift and a change that needs to take place for this divine masculine. And it's like, right now, the energy that's coming in is kind of going to force that shift and change for them. All right. So for those feminines who are kind of in this space where you feel like you've been waiting for a long time, either, you know, your person just kind of walked away, ghosted you, abandoned you, or there's just such inconsistent behavior with what they say and with what they do, just know that there's a lot of healing taking place. Sometimes healing is chaos. It's like that card in the Sacred Destiny deck by Denise Linn, Healing Chaos, and you see it's like a dark scene with a tornado, and there's all these butterflies that are coming out of the tornado. It's like, that's their process, okay? They're leaving their caterpillar state and becoming the butterfly. And so for you right now, it's just so important to really not internalize or personalize where they're at and make it, and I know this is very, very hard, but them walking away from you or them not communicating with you or them being inconsistent with you has nothing to do with you. Has nothing to do with you. Has nothing to do with anything that you've done or said. It has to do with them really needing to learn and to heal and to grow. And they're in a space right now where the universe is forcing them to. And so just trust and believe that they're right where they're meant to be, but also you're right where you're meant to be, even if it's not where you want to be. Okay? All right. So with that, we're going to do some messages for the feminine with the Archangel Love messages. Spirit, archangels, guides, guardians, unconditional love. For those feminines who are in a situation right now with their masculine that is in that Saturn energy, in the heavier energy. And yeah, it feels very heavy. What do you want them to know? One more. Okay. Ooh, that's a deep message. Okay. So again, all of this is helping you to really step into your life purpose, your gifts, and the contribution that you're meant to give to this world. You're in this space right now because you're meant to focus on you and you're meant to focus on your own growth and expansion. Okay. Archangel Raphael is coming through with soulmates. So for some of you in this group, there is a soulmate that's going to come in. It's going to facilitate a lot of healing around love. And this healing that this soulmate brings in is going to really, really open your heart. Now, this soulmate could be a lover, could be a romantic person, but it doesn't have to be. Could be like a new friend, a new spiritual teacher, someone that you will recognize right away, that you will feel instantly comfortable with right away, and someone that's going to help to really bring in a lot of healing and just kind of open you up and help you to not feel so alone in the world. It's like the universe wants to gift you this soulmate, this beautiful connection. Again, it doesn't have to be love. It could be love. It could be romantic, but it may be like through a friendship or something else. But it's going to make you feel really loved and really valued and not alone. We've got Archangel Michael with protection. You are protected. And your divine union is protected as well. And I say that because we have Archangel Michael coming out again with divine masculine. So it's like, no matter what is happening between you and your divine masculine at this time, it's protected. Archangel Michael's coming out twice, just basically reiterating your divine masculine is protected. You are protected. Interestingly enough, that came through the Lenormand too, because the bear card came out for the divine masculine and it's about protection. So Spirit is protecting this connection. Spirit is protecting this connection. And once your divine masculine goes through their transformation and enters into this space of joy and hope and happiness, that's when things are going to come together between the two of you. We all have to go through our process of transformation though. And so just really, really important to trust the process. All right. Final messages for this group from your person. Using the Lorena OG cards, right? Spirit, higher self, angels, guides, and guardians. For those who are in a space where maybe there's no communication, maybe there's been rejection, maybe there's been a lot of heartache and a lot of confusion. What do you want them to know from their divine counterpart that's in the Saturn energy right now? Yeah. One more. Okay. Okay. Connection is protected. They are protecting this connection. So Archangel Michael is coming through strongly protecting this connection. Your divine counterpart actually really wants to protect this connection to you from whatever those mice and those third-party energies are. And sometimes rejection is God's protection. It's not easy to hear. It's not easy to accept, but sometimes rejection is God's protection. And if your person is protecting this connection by not communicating with you, by not, being consistent with you, just understand there may be good reasons for that you are not aware of. Doing spell work on you. Now, when I see this card, I don't think of black magic. I do think of like candle magic, really focusing on manifesting this connection. Even for some, it could be like spells of protection because they may be dealing with someone or a group of people who do not want the two of you together. And I do feel like, again, there is a lot of protection around this divine masculine specifically, but also around the connection itself. I'm speaking through songs. So if you're hearing a song frequently, really pay attention to the lyrics, because your person is definitely speaking to you through songs. Could be a song that you hear in a dream, could be a song that just pops into your head, but they're definitely speaking to you through songs, okay? I can tell you don't trust me, but I want to change that. This person knows they have more work to do. And that also could be the reason why they stay away. It's because they don't want to hurt you. But they're also not in a space where you should trust them completely. This whole twin flame stuff scares me. Yeah. So this one is definitely still in that running space. Just the twin flame connection scares them. They're really at an impasse. They feel really confused and overwhelmed with everything. And they are being subliminal with you about how they feel. So they definitely are, even if you're not communicating with them, they're definitely trying to send you synchronicities, or even you might be having dreams about them or feeling them around you. Like they definitely are trying to contact you or sort of be in your energetic space, especially in the 5D. Bottom of the deck, I want to reconcile with you. They do want you, they do want this connection, but the timing's just not right at this time. All right. So kind of like I did for the last reading, I will do a couple final messages from the sacred symbols. See what Spirit wants to bring to you. Okay. Spirit, for those whose divine masculine is in this heavier energetic space in their Saturn cycle, spiritual cleansing. You saw it as I cut the deck. Earth energy, trying to ground themselves, right? But yet there's a lot that needs to be cleansed and released from their lives, within them and around them. And for the earth energy, this person just doesn't feel like they have a lot of stability. Everything feels uncertain, feels chaotic for them, and they're trying to become more grounded. But they do think about you. They do want to be with you, with the divine feminine coming out. It's very, very strong energy of desire and definitely wanting this connection. Dealing with some past life karma, dealing with some past life stuff, all right? Some of the people in their lives, it's like a karmic contract that's coming to an end, but they've got to complete the cycle, especially with the moon there. It's like they've got to go through the whole cycle and complete it. Oh my God, you can't make this up. Protection has come out like 4 times. Okay, so the main message Spirit wants you to know is no matter what it looks like on the outside, no matter where you're at, no matter where your divine counterpart's at, no matter who's involved in the situation, no matter how many third parties, how much interference, doesn't matter. The divine has got you both covered. This union, this connection is protected. Your person is protected. You are protected. There's nothing to worry about. We all sign up to do certain work, to clear certain work. You know, we all go through Saturn cycles. It just happens to be that this divine masculine right now is in a cycle where they've got to clear some past life stuff. But once they do, it's going to open up everything for the two of you, okay? So just trust that it's protected, that you're protected, that your love and your connection is protected, and that nothing can tear you apart and nothing is going to interfere. But it's like they need to be exactly where they're at right now to do the work to get them to this space. All right. So I'm sending you guys lots of love. I hope that reading helped, and I will see you soon.